Hi everybody, I'm Tony. I'm with Harper Therapy and I'm here with
Giada Blanco, also from Harper Therapy.
And this week we are continuing our conversation about domestic abuse in relationships and the different ways that can show up. And so this week we're talking about psychological warfare.
Boom.
Mic drop.
Boom. Throughout these past few weeks and videos, we've talked about verbal abuse, we've talked about financial abuse. Today we decided to focus on psychological abuse. And you had brought up something really interesting, the TV show, the series Made.
Yeah. I think that this is because psychological abuse, I think psychological and verbal abuse are some of the hardest ones to identify.
Yeah, to pinpoint.
Because you think you're crazy.
Yeah.
And I think in the Netflix series Made, they really highlighted that and they showed how much it can turn into like one step at a time. Like all of these different types of abuse that you can experience in your relationship, they kind of are all building blocks. It's usually not just one type of abuse that is there. There's usually a little bit of everything. And in that series, they were demonstrating how like it started out as this, it looked like a nice relationship, and then slowly he would call her names, or he took away her phone, and it showed how psychologically damaging that became to her. And there's a scene where like the couch essentially eats her up. And
powerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it speaks volumes, because that's what you may feel like in your relationship.
In psychological abuse, you kind of become a shell of a person. You truly start believing what the other person is saying, that you are dumb, or that you don't know how to make decisions, or that it's your fault. Like, no, it's your fault. You made me scream. You made me do this. And it comes to a point where you start believing it. You're like, am I really losing it? Is it my fault? Which now popularly people call gaslighting.
I was just about to say, a lot of people recognize it now. It's
as
like
gaslighting. But then you kind of wake up and say, who can I share this with? Because he has or she has already started telling my family, oh, she's losing her mind, or not doing, or he's losing her mind. And even myself, like I call myself a hot mess express. Like, do I have any ground to stand to tell somebody, hey, I think I'm being psychologically abused?
Right. You feel like people aren't going to believe you. And I think another big key is that the abuse we're talking about doesn't have to be in your current relationship. The abuse that occurs, it could be from your teenage love. It can be from your first love. And it sits. Yeah. And it will still come up. And it's what you don't realize is how much it's impacting your current relationship, because that voice.
You hear that little voice here, that little liar, like, oh, you're going to do that? Are you sure you're going to do that? Is it right? Are you sure? And it's that little liar that keeps talking. It's like in the cartoons, the little angel and the little devil. We call it the little liar because it keeps talking to us years after a relationship is past.
Or even something that your current partner does might trigger that memory of, oh, they think I'm a failure. Oh, they think I'm not good. And that's where the abuse. So even if your current relationship is not one that you feel is abusive in this very moment, you could look back to your relationships and know that it's still impacting you.
Yeah. So if any of this kind of really resonates with you this week, give us a call at Harper Therapy. Let us be your home for hope, growth, and healing. And our phone number is 813-434-3639.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.